the need to be responsive to the call for the integrity of the maintenance of Torah, the retainment of that integrity, is well known by the story of the Chavetz Chaim of Schwab of blessed memory. When the Chavetz Chaim turned to Rosh Schwab and he asked him, "Are you a Kohen?" To which Rosh Schwab answered, "No." "Are you a Levi?" To which he answered, "No." To which the Chavetz Chaim went on and said, "Well, you know, when the Beis HaMikdash will be rebuilt and everyone will wish to have a chelik, a portion, to serve in the Beis HaMikdash, my family will be able to because I'm a Kohen. But you will not because you're not a Levi. And the reason that you're not a Levi is because when Moshe Rabbeinu got up and he called out, Mil Hashem Elai, your family didn't come running, whereas my forebears did." To respond to the clarion call for the integrity of Torah, we have a beautiful story that is well known. But what about the call itself? In this week's Parshas Ki Sissa, where we have that event that precipitated that story, we read that Moshe Rabbeinu descends from Har Sinai per the instruction of Kadosh Baruch Hu, informing him what Klal Yisrael have done. He comes down, he sees what occurred. He turns to Aaron and he asks him, why did he make the golden calf? And Aaron explains, because he was pressured and they thought that Moshe wasn't returning. And he didn't set out to make the golden calf. He simply set out to collect the gold that he thought would never be given to him freely. And it was given to him and he threw it in the fire, and we know the rest of the history. Says the Pasuk, Vayar Moshe es ha'am, Moshe saw the nation. Ki faruahu, that was exposed. Ki fra'o Aharon, that Aharon had contributed to that exposure. The Shimsa b'kameim, to ultimately expose them to a disgrace in the eyes and the mouths and the tongues, the wagging tongues of all of their enemies, who would look at what occurred and will say, look at the Israelites, what they did, what they were guilty of, that they didn't have a true emunah, a true belief in their leaders. But says this Sforno, Ki af api shelo kulam v'lo rubam nikalo al Aharon. Even though it's true that most of the people didn't come to Aaron demanding the fashioning of a god, small g, but nonetheless they were all responsible. Hayu kulam l'shimsa al shelo michu bakamim. They were all responsible for not having responded to the call on behalf of the belief in HaKadosh Baruch Hu and the belief in Moshe Rabbeinu and his return. And one need ask oneself, in the very next pasuk, Vayamo Moshe b'shar ha'machane, Moshe Rabbeinu stood in the gates of the camp, Vayomer, and he said, he cried out, Mil Hashem Elai, whoever is truly promised and fully loyal to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, come running to me. Vayoswe love Kol B'nai Levi, and all of the tribe of the Levites, of the B'nai Levi, came running to him. Now the B'nai Levi, we are told, did not engage in granting any gold whatsoever for the Egal HaZahav. And they didn't come to Aaron demanding the fashioning of a new god, as it were, to take them forward to the land of Israel. But one can ask, it's wonderful that they're responding now, but where were they during the hour of the fashioning of the golden calf? Why didn't they respond to Aaron and form a barrier, not permitting the people of Israel to do anything, to do any harm to Aaron as they had done to Kor, and to see to it that such folly would not take place as a fashioning of the golden calf? Why didn't they respond and come running? You know what the answer is? The answer is because no one called them. Had Aharon gotten up, stood firmly, and said the words that Moshe Rabbeinu did, Mil Hashem Elai, whoever is truly promised to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to his messenger Moshe Rabbeinu, my brother, your leader, the one who granted the Torah Kadosha, assemble unto me, and we will see to it that this is put to an end, and there would be no embarrassment in the future, let alone at present. But Aaron evidently never got up, and he never screamed and cried out, Mil Hashem Elai, which teaches us, Rabbi Osai, that not only is there the need to respond when hearing the call for the retainment of the integrity of Torah, but there is no less a need for someone to get up and make the call itself, to cry out on behalf of the Torah Hakdosha and on behalf of what we are commanded to do for the Almighty, for ourselves, and for the continuity of Klal Yisrael. Have a good Shabbos.